welcome to game number 1 of the OBL 2022 Blitzball season. We had a very exciting game number 1 opening day, and now we are ready for game 2. It will be Team Hartoon versus Team Motsinger. Team Hartoon will be made up of Ethan Hartoon, of course, and then Ian Kramer will be his teammate for today. Team Motsinger will be made up of Ethan Motsinger as well as Jacob Tayo and Jaden Hockett. So we see Ian Kramer's pitching stats for the season. You see in his only start, he has a 3.75 ERA, limiting opponents to a 2.14 batting average, and he did throw 4 out of the 5 innings in opening day. In those 4 innings, he struck out 7 and walked 5. And the ERA plus at 2.26, not too shabby, although with a small sample size. ERA plus can be a little bit misleading, but the strike percentage is really what I want to talk about, because last season Ian Kramer really struggled to throw strikes, and 30% is just a little bit above league average. So Ian Kramer really hitting the strike zone more often, and I think that's really something we're going to be looking out for today. Ethan Motsinger will lead off, 300 average, 462 on base percentage, and 500 slugging percentage. Still looking for his first home run on the season as he takes the first ball or pitch for a ball, and he will swing and hit that one foul. So a 6-1 count, and he takes that one in there for a strike. Nice firm fastball there from Ian Kramer. The 6-2 is, and it hits Ethan, and that will be our first base runner of the game. Jaden Hockett will hit second. As you can see, last season, he has not played a game yet this season, but last season, an 0.87 average in only 2 games, as he hits that one right back to Ian Kramer, who bobbles it, so he will not be able to get the double play, but he does stop it. And so Jaden Hockett grounds out to Ian Kramer for the first out of the top of the first inning. Jacob Tayo will hit in the 3-hole, 143 average in his only game. He does walk quite a bit. Some people criticize Jacob for never swinging the bat. He is pretty cautious at the plate. The 7-1, and he will take a walk. Ethan Motsinger up for his second at-bat. Kramer at 24 pitches. The 4-0 is swung on and hit high, but that will be foul, as Ethan Hartoon almost makes the catch on this ball, but see if we can get a better look at this one. Ethan Hartoon was there underneath the ball, but with all the wind, and it is a rather rainy day, he was unable to make the catch, as we don't see it, but he got under it, but he did drop it. The 6-1 is, Ian Kramer gets what they call a sword, where you sort of get a half swing. The 6-2 is swung on and missed. A good riser there from Ian Kramer. Let's get a better look at this ball. Oh, we're not going to get a better look at this ball. My bad. Ian Kramer's got a nice rising fastball. He's got long arms. And as we see that riser again, the 8-2 count and another riser as Jaden Hockett strikes out. And Ian Kramer is through the top of the first inning, basically unscathed. There's a good look at that rising fastball. Jacob Tayo will start the game as he did in opening day. That 33.75 ERA, small sample size. He did allow quite a bit of. He had a fairly large amount of earned runs in his only game this season. 1 1/3 innings pitched. He has walked 7, so that's really going to be the big issue here, as Ian Kramer will hit and lead off for Team Hartoon. Jacob's main problem is throwing strikes. As you see, he throws 8 consecutive balls to Ian Kramer. Ethan Hartoon up now 7 RBIs in opening day. He might be making a run at that RBI record. The RBI record is 24, set by Motsinger in 2021. As Ethan hits that one high, but that will stay in the infield, and it will be caught by Ethan Motsinger. We'll see Ian Kramer back up to the plate here. Walked in his last at-bat. Jacob Tayo wearing the Yankees hat, even though he is an Astros fan. As that one is in there for a strike. Nice pitch. The 3-1 is swung on and hit foul. The 3-2 is swung on and fouled back into the strike zone for a strikeout. Jacob Taylor went with the fastball here and just blew it right by Ian Kramer. As that will be the second out of the bottom of the first inning. Hard tune up. He popped out in his last at bat. The 4-0 is swung on, and I think that was a foul ball. The 7-1 is nowhere close, as there will be a guy on first and second base. Jacob Tayo trying to work out a little bit of trouble. Not really real trouble for Blitzball, but, you know, when you have runners in scoring position, it's never ideal. As a good fastball there, a little bit of a rising action there. 3-1 is swung on and hit foul. Jacob Tayo's fastball is really looking alive. The 5-2 is a ball. That will bring up the 6-2. 2 outs, bottom of the first inning. As Jacob Tayo throws, and he strikes out Ian Kramer with a good pitch in the bottom of the zone. I don't know what that was. Maybe a fastball, maybe a slider. Either way, it looked nice. Beautiful pitch there. Had a little bit of sinking action on it. The wind can play a role when you're playing blitzball. We go now to the top of the second inning. Ian Kramer back out there. He threw 41 pitches in the top of the first as Jacob Tayo swings at the first pitch, and he will, after a rather long effort there from Ian Kramer, he will make the out. And that brings up Ethan Motzinger. The 8-0 pitch is taken. Ethan Motzinger walks. Guy on first. 1 out. Jaden Hockett up now. The 2-0 pitch. Jaden Hockett, like I said, making his 2022 debut. So he will be looking to start the year off strong, and he does with a walk. So Ian Kramer may be getting a little bit wild. The 7-1 to Jacob Tayo is a ball, and Ian Kramer has walked the bases loaded now in the top of the second. Will he manage to get out of this? As no, he will not get out of this unscathed, as Ethan Motzinger hits the first pitch he sees pretty hard into left field. And that'll be a single, and that'll bring us a 1-0 ball game, as this one is hit high into left field and getting behind here. As Ethan Hartoon makes a beautiful catch. Let's look at this again. That is a really difficult catch, especially with a blitzball. And in the rain, so that'll be the second out. Ian Kramer trying to limit the damage with the bases loaded. If he can get Jacob Tayo here. The 2-0 is taken for a strike. 2-1 now. Swung on and hit foul. Or fair? Fair. And that will be a base hit. So a 2-0 game. As Ethan Motzinger pops this one up in the infield, and this should be the third out. So Jacob Tayo breaks the game, I won't say wide open, I guess, but Jacob Tayo with an RBI single. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here. It looks like there will be a pitching change for Team Motzinger, as Ethan Motzinger will come into the ball game. This is a strategy they tried in opening day with Jacob Tayo acting as more of an opener, and Ethan Motzinger coming in the second inning. You can see the ERA is a little bit inflated. He pitched 3 2/3 innings. Struggled with command in the first game, as the 3-0 pitch to Hartoon hits him, so there'll be a guy on. Ethan Motzinger hits the first guy he faces. The first pitch to Ian Kramer is also low. The 7-2 count now is way low, so Ethan Motzinger needing to find the zone early on, as that one is also a ball. The 7-0 is hit foul. The 7-1 is high and inside, so the bases are loaded with nobody out. Ethan Motzinger walking and hitting the bases loaded as he struggles to find his command in the rain. 7-1 is a gift of a strike there. Ian Kramer chasing the high fastball. 7-2 is low for another ball, so Ethan Motzinger walks in a run. He has not gotten an out and has barely thrown any strikes at all. About 34 pitches into the ball game, And it seems as if Ethan Motzinger is really struggling with that arm slot, maybe. The balls are slippery, but everyone's playing in the same conditions, so he'll need to find it. The 0-2 is a good pitch. Okay, he called that a ball. Thought that was a strike. 1-2 is swung on and hit to right field. That'll be a double. Good piece of hitting there by Hartoon. Staying inside the ball, punching it the other way, right over Jaden's head. So that'll make it a 3-2 ball game as the lead completely disintegrates. Ethan Motzinger does not have an out, and he is 40 pitches into this second inning. As that one gets by Jacob Tao, despite his best efforts. We see Jacob diving here, nearly making the play. Nice piece of hitting there from Ian Kramer. Hit the ball hard right through the infield. Very athletic play there from Jacob Tayo. Bases are loaded once again as Ethan Motzinger will face Ethan Hartoon. The rain is really coming down here at Peg Pierce. Blitzballs do not like it when it rains. The 2-0. Ooh, a gift of a strike. The 8-1 pitch now. And it hits Ethan Hartoon, so Ethan Motzinger giving up another run. That'll make it 4-2. Ian Kramer up now. He's 1 for 3 with a single. That pitch not even really close. The 2-0 swung on and hit high, and that will be a foul ball. Both Jaden Hockett and Ethan Motzinger running after that ball, but it does drop. The 7-1 pitch now is hit foul again. So a 2-strike count finally. Let's see if Ethan can get an out. And he does exactly that. A good high fastball right at the top of the zone. Hits the PVC piping. Nothing you can do with that. Ethan Motzinger will be asking for a little bit more of that if he's going to get out of this, as that one is way high. The 5-0 now to Ethan Hartoon. It is swung on and hit deep to right center field. That'll be a grand slam. So Ethan Hartoon with, I think, his second home run of the year. And just more RBIs coming from Ethan Hartoon. Yes, he is well on his way to the single-season record. And he just punches that one out. Not even really a high home run, just a beautiful blitzball home run. You really don't want to have the ball get up in the air. It'll kind of die. Ethan Hartoon just hits a laser out to right field. Ian Kramer back out there for his third inning of work, up to 84 pitches now as the 5-2 pitch is swung on and hit into the infield. Ethan Hartoon will be there to make the catch for the first out. Ian Kramer really cruising pretty easily through this lineup. It looks like the rain is maybe letting up just a bit. The wind is definitely still a factor. Ian Kramer now with his 86th pitch, and it is a ball. Nice 42-mile-an-hour curveball. The 2-0 is in there for a strike, painted on the outside corner. The 7-1 is a ball. Jacob Tayo draws yet another walk, as there will be a guy on first. Team Motzinger will no doubt be looking to get some base runners to erase this 6-run deficit, as Ethan hits that one foul. The 7-2 pitch is Ethan lays off the riser. Didn't really have that Ian Kramer rising bite on it. Kind of just sort of died in midair. Jaden Hockett up now. The 4-2 pitch to Jaden Hockett is 3 good fastballs in that at bat. Basically the same spot. Maybe Ian Kramer noticing a bit of a weakness in Jaden's game for that outside pitch. His fastball is just so, it stays so true. Especially in blitzball, as the first pitch curveball is swung on and missed. The 3-1 now is swung on and missed again. 7-2 is a ball. So Ian Kramer up to 121 pitches through his first 2 2/3 innings. The 5-0 pitch is swung on and missed. 5-1 is a good pitch. That outside fastball, Ian's been liking that. 5-2 is swung on and hit to third base. Ethan Hartoon makes the play. And that'll end the top of the third inning. So far, a pretty easy 3 innings for Ian Kramer. He might be back out there for the 4th. We don't know. Ethan Motzinger out there for his 2nd inning of work. Only recorded 1 out last inning. And really that inning could not have gone any worse for Ethan Motzinger. His 1-2 pitch to Ian Kramer now is swung on and missed. A good slider. Set up that slider with a couple of backdoor 2-seamers. So we see a good angle on this pitch. He'll have to face Ethan Hartoon now after he hit a grand slam off him, and he hits Ethan. So maybe a little bit of drama, and he hits him twice. Oh boy. Maybe we'll see a benches clearing brawl. Kramer now up as he fouls that one straight back. The 1-1 is in there for a strike. Ethan Motzinger looking much better in the 2nd inning. The 2-2 is swung on and hit really deep to left. Ian Kramer with a bomb. His first or maybe his 2nd home run of the year. I really should have the stats out in front of me. Ian Kramer hits an absolute missile off Ethan Motzinger. Remnants of flashbacks to Ian Kramer's dominance in the 2021 World Series. You see, Ian just gets that one into the stratosphere. Nice little bat toss as Ian rounds the bases. So that'll make it a 10-2 game. Ethan Motzinger not happy with himself. Jacob Tyler throwing his glove at Ian Kramer. Not sportsmanlike at all. I think that was just a little bit of a gritty there from Ian Kramer. Just a tiny bit. So Ethan Motzinger looking better than his first inning, but then he gives up the home run as that's a filthy pitch he throws there from Motzinger. 1-2 now is in there for a strike. Ooh, I might have gotten the counts mixed up. Okay, the 6-2, that was definitely the 2nd strike. The 6-2 is swung on and missed. Strikeout on a good slider. See another view of this. Nice pitch. Oh, I'm really struggling on the scoreboard here. Okay, well, Ian Kramer pops out for the 3rd out. That's the first pitch. And so Ethan Motzinger does get through his first full inning as Jaden Hockett makes the catch. And a nice play. But it is 10-2 now after the Ian Kramer home run. Ethan Hartoon in now. Ethan Hartoon threw one inning of work in opening day. He throws about as hard as anyone in the league. Definitely harder than, well, okay, let's be honest. He is the hardest thrower in the league. As that pitch is 81 miles an hour. The 3-2 to Hockett is swung on and missed. Ethan Hartoon fooling him with the change of speeds. Threw him a little eephus. And Jaden Hockett really loves that outside pitch, apparently. So Tayo will be up. He's 1 for 2 with a whole bunch of walks. The 1-0 is swung on and hit back. 7-1 now is too high, and that will be a walk. Ethan Hartoon at 15 pitches, as that one is inside to Motzinger. 7-1 is a ball. So 2 walks in a row. The guy's on first and second with only 1 out. Jaden Hockett now up as he takes that one. Ethan Hartoon looking a little rusty. 2-0 is swung in and hit back. Good pitch to hit there for Jaden. 4-1 is swung on and hit back to the strike zone. So 4-2 as Jaden Hockett swings and misses. Ethan just pounding the zone with fastballs, really exploiting a weakness that Jaden Hockett has in his swing. Maybe that's part of the game plan. I'm not sure. Both Ian and Ethan are attacking the outside corner on Jaden. All right, the 1-1 to Jacob Tayo is in there for a strike. 74 miles an hour and painted on the inside part, as that one is also a strike. 2-2 is strike 3. Jacob Tayo not interested in swinging the bat. As we will go now to the bottom of the fourth. We're going to switch camera angles if you haven't noticed. I ran out of battery in my other camera. Ethan Motsinger at 90 pitches. The 2-1 is swung on and missed. We're thinking maybe Ethan throws the slider here. Or maybe a two-seamer. Let's see what he does. The 2-2. And it is the two-seamer. Nice pitch. Ian Kramer unable to lay off. And Hartoon will be back up. Now he's 2 for 4 with a grand slam and a double. The 6-0 is hit high but foul. 6-1. And the 100th pitch of Ethan Motsinger's day will be fouled back. Ethan Hartoon choking up. 7-2. And it's a ball in the dirt. So guy on first. We've seen this before. Ethan Motsinger walks another player. The 7-1 to Ian Kramer is swung on and hit for a double. Ian Kramer really quick to that ball. What's the phrase? Photocopy? Not a photocopy. I don't know. Very similar, I'll say, to Ethan Hartoon's double, as Ethan Hartoon grounds out to Jacob at third. So we do have 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Ethan Motsinger trying to work out of this, maybe get back on offense and score some runs before this game is over, as Team Motsinger is really running out of time. The 4-1 is swung on and grounded to third. Jacob Tayo makes the play. That'll be the 3rd out. Good inning from Ethan Motsinger. Good rebound inning after the first 2. As that will be his last inning if they don't score some runs. Top of the 5th here. We do play 5-inning games, so Ethan Motsinger and co. will have to score at least 8. The 6-1 is taken for a strike right down the middle. The 6-2 is swung on and hit to Ian Kramer at third base for the first out. Ethan Hartoon throwing the ball well. 50 pitches now on the day as he again attacks that outside corner on Jaden. 1-1. And Jaden swinging at everything. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Jaden Hockett displeased at his performance today. So now 2 outs. Team Motsinger is down to their last out, and things are not looking good. Ethan Hartoon trying to close out this ball game. The 7-1 to Jacob Tayo is taken for a ball in the dirt. So Jacob Tayo does get one more walk on the day. And Ethan Motsinger will be up as he takes that one for a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. So now they're down to their final strike of the evening. 7-2 is a ball low. Okay, so they got 2 men on. This might just end up being a little situation of too little, too late with an 8-run deficit. Doesn't really matter what they end up doing. 5-1 count now, and that one is swung, and Ian Kramer will make the play for the final out of the game. Team Hartoon wins this 10-2. I thank you for watching. Ian Kramer with a beautiful 3 innings, and then Ethan Motsinger pitched a nice 2 at the end. So tune in next time, and we will see you in Game 3.